All right. Barak the Ho, Barak the Ho Shah, Barak the Ho, Barak the Ho Shah, Barak the Ho, Barak the Ho Shah. Call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors Apostle Elders Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. All right, peace, salutation to all you occupant in the four corners of the earth. Hey, teaching Yahweh Shai in this gospel. Hey, we almost out of here. This thing is coming to an end. Hey, brothers, prepare yourself. You know, brothers, this is definitely our preparation time to prepare our minds, our lob, our heart. All right, your soul. Prepare yourself for temptation, man. Because now is the time the devil is going to be tempting heavy. It's going to. I mean, it's already the devil is already uh rolling. You know, the devil. You know, the devil's already roaring like a roaring lion, man. He's already, he's going to and forward, man. Okay, so let me get that right quick. But before I get that, um I want to get let me get this right quick. This is First Peter's. Let me get this First Peter's 5 and 8. Let me see. Okay, come. It's First Peter's 5 and 8. First Peter's 5 and 8. No. I'm gonna back up a little bit on that one. This First Peter's This First Peter's 5 and 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, that he may exalt you in due time. And that's a process that we're going through now. You're going through a lot of hell and tribulations. You're humbling. This is your humbling time. We go through some humbling shit. Here you are, the gods of the earth, but yet you got to be humbled under this devil. You got to work at his jobs. You getting his economic stimulus. You everything you get is from the devil, man. You know, uh, you know, your enemy is you got to wait on your greatest enemy to take care of all your needs, wants and needs physically on this earth. Now, how about Shemal Shah that does all things? So hey, it's the Lord that make your enemies be at peace with you at times. All right, but the point is we still got to be humble through this thing, because we're trying to get our righteousness. We're trying to get back to our Father, our Creator, right? Yahweh Shema Shah. We're trying to get our kingdom back, man, under Yahweh Shah. Okay, right? Chiefly under Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah has to get his. Verse 7: casting all your cares upon Him, for He careth for you. That's right. So all the hell you're going through, you know, you got to give it back unto the Lord. You got to give the Lord back all the hell that you feel, everything that the turmoil that you're feeling. No matter what it is, what distress you're going through, what troubles you're in, no matter how much trouble you're in, all your troubles you give back unto Yahweh Shem Shai from the one who sent them. You know what I'm saying? Because our troubles sent from the Lord anyway. Okay, just sent down through his puppet Satan, and then his puppet sends it down to his fucking physical cohorts, so-called white man, all them demons. All right. So, you got to just cast your cares upon Yahweh Shem Shai. Verse 8, be sober, be vigilant. All right, always, man, sober. I'm not just saying sober on a carnal standpoint, but being sober in these scriptures, man. All right. Constantly being vigilant, man. Constantly watching and paying attention, doing your videos, getting to camps, man. You know what I'm saying? Be a sober mind, man. Be and then even on carnally, I mean, you know what I'm saying, brothers do their thing, but hey man, you got to make sure you're not doing it to a point to where you can't pay attention and focus on the scriptures. You know, we got to stay out of these other all these different philosophies. You know, don't be mixed up and mingled in all these other philosophies, man. Verse 8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, Esau, so-called white man, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. All right. So the Lord is telling you, the Lord is the Lord is telling you, the Lord is telling you that hey, you gotta be vigilant, be sober, man. Hey, stay on your watch. Get on your watch. Pay attention, man. Hey, the devil's trying to come get you. Hey, this is that time. This is that time where Satan is coming to get trying to win, man, because this is his end. All right, he know this is the end game for him, so he's fighting tooth and nail. And you got Esau and Eve back back together again. Okay, be sober, brother. Be vigilant. You know, Esau and Eve back in control again. All right, Eve right up under him. So, hey, this is that time, man. This is a great time for the Lord to end this thing. Ended with the way it began. How did it begin with Cain? Hey, I'm in the garden with that serpent. Eve, not Cain, but Eve with the serpent in the garden with Esau before he was called Esau, the devil. All right, hey, this is be a fitting way to end this thing, man. It's the way that it began. Okay. Okay, this is verse 9. Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. We all going through this affliction. We all going through this affliction. We all going through this affliction. This is not something that we all not being afflicted, because if you believe in the faith of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're gonna go through this hell. You're gonna walk this walk. You know, hey, you can't go half-assed. You gotta be balls in, balls to the wall, baby. Balls to the wall. You gotta come all the way in. Because if you won't come all the way in, you're gonna be, hey, that's your stumbling block. You're gonna be destroyed, man. All right. You know, so hey, this that real deal. Okay. But the power of Yahweh Shema Shai of all grace, who have called us unto his eternal glory by Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. After that, ye have suffered a while. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna go through shit. You're gonna go through hell. Hey, Satan is roaring like is your adversary. The devil is roaring is as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, man. All right. So after that, ye have suffered a while, make ye perfect. Because what? Through all your afflictions, it makes you better, makes you stronger. That it's all saying that which don't kill me make me stronger, man. Only make me better. You know? Call us unto his eternal glory by Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. After that, ye have suffered a while, make you perfect. Make you perfect. How we gonna be perfect, man? When we get those bodies, when the Lord changes, man. Establish, strengthen, settle ye. Settle you, man. Hey, you be ready, because going through all these things, all this hell, all this hard, all this turmoil. Hey, this is what we have to go through. This is the price we have to pay. All right. All right. Hey, with that said, I'm gonna play this video, and then after the video end, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna finish off. I'm gonna close out. All right, but let me play this video right quick.
In spite of the ravaging economic downturn that emerged as a result of the effects of the health crisis, 2020 has ended with stock markets registering record highs. The evident disconnection between Main Street and Wall Street is making financial strategists argue that the hysterical market speculation is inevitably going to lead to the burst of the epic stock market bubble. Although it is impossible to predict the exact time a crash will occur, by analyzing historical patterns, experts can see that it is coming. The more the bubble continues to be inflated, the sharper the crash will be. That's what we're going to investigate in today's video. So stay with us, and don't forget to leave it a thumbs up, share with friends, and subscribe to our channel to keep updated with the next unfoldings of the U.S. economic collapse. 2020 was one of the toughest years for the economy in all United States history. Nonetheless, the year ended with the S&P 500 up by 16%, which corresponds to a near doubling of its average annual return since 1980. But considering that since the beginning of 1950, the S&P 500 has experienced 38 separate market corrections of at least 10%, it is possible to see a pattern of at least one sizable move lower in equities every 1.87 years, which means that even though no one can tell for sure when a crash or correction will happen, how long it'll last, or how sharp the decline will be, it's always possible to see when one is coming. Despite being run by numbers and rates, the markets are primarily conducted by subjective terms, such as investor sentiment and the development of current events. Therefore, we can't predict a precise timeline of when the stock market crash will occur, but we can definitely look to history for some practical guidance. According to Motley Fool's investment advisors, one of the telltale signs that currently indicates that big trouble is on the horizon is the Shiller price-to-earnings ratio, which is based on the average inflation-adjusted earnings from the past 10 years. With more than 150 years of history, the Shiller PE ratio for the S&P 500 has an average of 16.8 and a median of 15.8. Now, at the current stage, the Shiller S&P ratio for the S&P 500 is 34.5, over double its historic average. Traditionally, when the Shiller index hits above 30, bad things follow. Of course, no one could have seen that a global virus outbreak would fast spread and uproot the long.
Hi, Sam Barker here from the Motley Fool. You're probably wondering why I'm standing in front of this nondescript construction site.
Yeah, it's sloppy for this. Man, get on these damn commercials. Sloppy.
Scaffolding around.
These damn commercials.
Best bull market ever recorded. But history is pretty clear that when equities become roughly 2 to 3 times as pricey as their long-term average, a crash is followed relatively soon thereafter, pointed out Motley Fool's Sean Williams. According to billionaire investor Jeremy Grantham, the long bull market run on Wall Street that has been developing since 2009 has now turned into a full-fledged epic bubble. Grantham mentioned that the 30% recovery, the benchmark S&P 500 from the March 2020 lows, might indicate that the bubble is likely to be inflated for longer than usual. But the unsustainable overvaluations won't last for much longer, and soon the bubble will burst. In a note titled, "Waiting for the Last Dance," the investor alerted that this bubble will pop in due time, and even the U.S. Federal Reserve will not be able to impede its destructive effects from disrupting the economy and investors' portfolios. The S&P 500 index has increased more than 455% since the closing level of 676.53 points in March 2009, when the previous financial crisis blew up. The index has generated 14.39% 10-year annualized returns and ended the year 2020 at 3,756. That's why Grantham anticipates that the longest this bubble might survive is until late spring or early summer, coinciding with the broad distribution of the vaccine. He recommended investors not to wait for the Goldmans and Morgan Stanleys to become bearish, as it can never happen. And if they don't start burying their portfolios and preparing for the crash, they might be caught off guard and see their earnings irreversibly wiped out. Last year, after the U.S. stock markets fell into a bear market in the face of the first massive wave of confirmed virus cases and the consequent lockdowns that were instituted in most of the countries to curb contagion, the investors said not to be at all surprised that since the summer, the market has advanced at an accelerating rate and with increasing speculative excesses. He advised that this is what investors should await from a late-stage bubble, an accelerating, nearly vertical stage of unknowable length, but typically short. Even if it is short, this stage at the end of a bubble is shockingly painful and full of career risk for bears, he warned. The billionaire investor considers that
Lock again. Got another video popping up and get rid of it. This shit. Good video, man. No, this is educational, man.
as a late stage of a bubble.
No, this is what we got to look to come to.
Prices keep moving further away from the trend at a sped up pace and with a mounting speculative frenzy fueling the growth of the bubble. Grantham disclosed that today's market is presenting dramatic disparities in value by asset class, sector, and company. He explained that those at the very cheap end include traditional value stocks all over the world relative to growth stocks. But value stocks have undergone their worst ever relative decade ending December 2019 with the subsequent worst ever year in 2020. The spreads between growth and value performance at an average rate of 20 to 30 percentage points for the single year. Not surprisingly, we believe it is in the overlap of these two ideas, value and emerging, that your relative bet should go, along with the greatest avoidance of the U.S. growth stocks that your career and business risk will allow, he said. His doomsday prediction comes backed by a historical comparison of the current market to the South Sea bubble, the stock market crash of 1929, and the tech bubble of 2000. Grantham maintained that extreme overvaluation, explosive price increases, and hysterically speculative investor behavior will make this event as one of the great bubbles of financial history. These great bubbles are where fortunes are made and lost, and where investors truly prove their mettle, he added. In his view, the success of a bear market call is that sooner or later there will come a time when an investor is pleased to have been out of the market. His note outlined that the market is much higher today than it was last fall, when the economy was still on track and unemployment rates were at historic lows. Today, the price to earnings ratio of the market is in the top few percent of the historical range, and the economy is in the worst few percent, he said. Just as Grantham, several wealthy investors are already aware that a market bubble is here, or at least near. For that reason, it's already possible to see how many of them have been playing the markets on a different note. According to a new survey from E-Trade Financial, just 9% of millionaires surveyed think the market is nowhere near a bubble. As for the rest of the affluent investor group, 16% think we're fully in a bubble, 46% in somewhat of a bubble, and 29%.
Have you ever been declined for a credit card due to poor credit? Download
Lock again.
It's a new way to build credit and get a credit card. Self helps you establish payment history while
All
building
these damn
your credit card security deposit.
bullshit commercials.
9% think the market is approaching one. Additionally, the survey revealed that market volatility is being considered as one of the most riskiest factors, with 18% of millionaires viewing it as the biggest portfolio threat. The apparent inconsistency of continued bullishness at a time of rising bubble fears is defying every risk thrown at the markets as experts continue to defend the path of least resistance is up. That is to say, the market bubble is predicted to still move much higher before the burst, but if the economy fails to catch up with record-breaking valuations, one of the world's top market experts, chief economic advisor at Allianz and president of Queen's College, Cambridge, Mohammed El-Arian, has warned that there will be serious and widespread unintended consequences if global output fails to return to pre-outbreak levels. He stated that there is no doubt that company valuations have become massively disconnected from the economy, that the enormous amount of stimulus money issued by governments and central banks is inflating shares instead of actually boosting the economy. Similarly, David Neuhauser, managing director of small Chicago-based hedge fund Livermore Partners, has affirmed that Biden's spending plan could reconstruct the same financial conditions witnessed in the run-up to the 1929 Wall Street crash. His comments arrived shortly after Biden described the details of a $1.9 trillion rescue package designed to assist households and businesses through the health crisis-induced recession. Neuhauser noted that Biden's spending plan seemed to be an attempt to emulate the Roaring '20s by quickly reinserting people back into the workforce. But beware, the Roaring '20s led to the 1929 stock market crash and the Great Depression. So be careful what you wish for, he warned. When asked whether investors should be worried that the president-elect's spending plan could prompt an event like the 1929 stock market crash, Neuhauser answered, "I think so. You are seeing this massive $1 trillion deficit spending due to the health crisis that has, of course, stopped the world in the past 9 months. We still don't know the dynamics as to how fast and swiftly we come through this. We also don't know what global growth will look like in future years, too." Neuhauser said this in an interview with CNBC's Squawk Box Europe. In the aftermath of the 1929 stock market crash, the S&P 500 dropped by 86% in less than 3 years. And it took almost 3 decades until it passed its previous peak. That was 1954. Right now, the stakes are much higher. Stock prices are at all-time highs, and both the Dow Jones and Nasdaq have just registered a fresh all-time intraday high during the previous session. As investors are still trying to figure out which narrative they should go with, and for the past 10 months, the markets have been almost in a straight line up, Neuhauser defended that the speculation trend will continue to expand, regardless of the multiple reckoning day predictions. I think what ends up happening is that there will be so much built into the market.
Who is USAA made for? It's made for him, the veteran who honorably served, and it's made for her.
Market, we will eventually start to see factors of inflation take hold. Those are the things that ultimately pop the epic bubble, he concluded. In other words, markets are inevitably headed to a crash, whether the pop happens as a consequence of the massive inflation or investor delirious speculation. Historical patterns outline that the system is set to a correction, and bearing in mind that we're at highs much higher than what was recorded in previous crashes, we're about to watch the steepest market decline ever, which will trigger catastrophic consequences for both the economic and the financial sector. At this point, it's just a matter of time. We aren't exactly short in determinant factors that could suddenly explode and blow up the markets with them.
Hey, that's it, man. So, hey, we coming into a time. We're coming into a time where life ain't gonna be the same, man. You know, things in life is changing. Okay, the market's changing. You know, worry is changing. Esau starting to, all them curses are starting to come upon Esau. So he's pondering on his bed now. You know, well, I'm put this picture up here. I like this one where he in his bed. Where is it? There you go. That's it, man. Hey, Esau's in a tough time. I mean, let me Hey, this shit is gonna be something that's gonna be magnificent. You know what I mean? It's gonna be crazy. Let me get this scripture right quick. All right. Yep. This is Deuteronomy 30 and 7, 6, I think. Well, I'm gonna start at 6. I'm gonna start up. This is Deuteronomy 30 and 4. If any of thine be driven out of the outmost parts of heaven, from this will the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, thy power, gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And that's right, we all gonna be fetched out of these far corners, man. All right, outermost parts of the heavens, you know. And the Lord thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. And that's spiritual power and spiritual bodies, going back to our natural form, our natural state. Okay, going back to what we were in the beginning. All right, you know, when we left our first estate. Okay, and the Lord thy power, Yahweh, will consume thine heart and the heart of thy seed, your minds, to love the Lord thy power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua, with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Okay? And that's the point. The Lord is going to put all the curses of Deuteronomy 28, okay, 15 on down. He's going to put all those curses back, flip them from us to Esau. And he is being flipped. Okay. And this is all that market crashing, all this bubble bursting. Okay. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. The Lord is turning this shit upside down on the so-called white man. Okay. He's giving them back what he's given unto us. He literally says, all these curses shall be turned onto thee. Now he gonna become the lender. I mean the borrower, and we gonna be the lender, Salakia. Okay. He shall no longer lend to us; we shall lend to him, and we ain't gonna and what we gonna lend him is an ass kicking, man. He ain't gonna get nothing but a plate full of ass beatings. All right, you know. Verse 8. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord Yahweh, and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. That's right. We're gonna do all the commandments. We're gonna obey the Lord the way we're supposed to. Why is he gonna put in our inward parts? Okay, he's gonna put in our inward parts for us to not go off anymore, man. Okay. All right, this is the Jeremiah 31, I believe, like 33, 31, 32. Let me check it. Yeah, Con. That's it. Right quick, and I'm gonna move on because okay, this is Jeremiah 33. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, their minds. It's gonna be etched in our fucking brains, man. We're not gonna be able to get away from it. And will be their power, Yahweh, and they shall be my people, man. That's it, man. So the Lord gonna be our power. Yahushua is gonna be our mediator, and we gonna work with him, which he is now. And we gonna, hey man, we gonna do whatever Yahushua tell us to do, and he gonna send down the law from Yahweh, and we gonna enact it flat out. You know, everything he say do, we gonna do. Everything that's in the will of the Lord, we gonna make happen. You know. And you got to think about some of the shit that happened here on this earth to people, man. Hey, this is the will of Yahweh Shem Al Shai. So how much more shit gonna be going down when we get the kingdom? When it comes to us giving off his righteous indignation, man. And when it's Yahweh doing this, it's righteous. That's righteousness when he does it, you know. Let me go back here. So yeah, so all them curses is coming back on Esau. All right. So Deuteronomy 30:7, hey man, them curses coming right back to him. So hey, look, I want to go here. This is Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in in the days of thy youth. Okay, while the evil days come not, nor that the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened. And yeah, it ain't darkened yet. It's about to be, but it ain't here yet. Nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Hey, man, they the keepers of the house. Esau, man, the 1%. They trembling. That's why they making these videos, man. They trembling, you know? You know? Hey, this is a sign of trembling. Laying in his bed, man. That's it, bro. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble. Hey, look at him. He red and shit. You know, look at him. He show you who he is, man. He's Esau, man. So-called white man. The devil is Satan, man. You know, try to figure out what the hell he do wrong, man. You know, they lay upon their beds thinking of craftiness, man, trying to figure a way out of this shit, man. But ain't no way out of this, man. The Lord not letting them go. There's no way you can't get out of this hell that they put forth upon the face of this earth, man. You gotta pay for your shit. All right. So in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, man. All right. And the doors shall shut, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. And that's already happening. How many businesses if you were in your 40s, to close up Sears, Kmart, Toys R Us, and so many others, man. No, this is only ones I think off the top of my head. But so many other store closes, man. So many prominent store closes, man. And really, that started back in the 80s because I remember they had Montgomery Ward's, man. Montgomery Ward's one of the first big ones that closed down, man. Montgomery Ward's. That was a big deal back in the day. All right. So the Lord had been bringing this bitch slowly and surely to a close, man. You know, hey, Babylon is coming to its knees. All right. And the doors, this is Ecclesiastes 12:4, and the doors shall be shut in the street when the sound of the grinding is low. Like you said, hey, they're not really hiring people, or they got a lot of hire signs up, but ain't nobody getting hired. And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low, and music is shit. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in thy way, and the almond trees shall flourish. Hey, because that means what? The earth is gonna start taking the vegetation gonna start taking back over again. The grasshoppers shall be a burden. Hey, it says somewhere like cicadas. If I'm mistaken, something about the cicadas. Every 17 years they come out. They come out to eat or whatever the hell they come out to do. Hey, cicadas ain't nothing but locusts. Hey, when they will come and eat up vegetation and shit, saying they supposed to be trillions and trillions of them. Last time they hit was like in 2014 or something like that, or 2004. Okay, that'd be 17 years ago. But every 17 years they come back out, and now it's supposed to be trillions of them this year. You know, and the grasshopper should be a burden, man. Hey, that's a burden. You know, them locusts, them cicadas, they come out eating up the vegetation. That's a burden. They eat up the rice, the food, the beans. You know, that's a burden. And desire shall fail, because man go to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Hey, that's right. Okay. So right here I want to get let me get Slack. I don't really want to make this too long. I'm get ready to close this out. This is Jeremiah 20:10. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth. And that voice, hey, that happiness shit is gone. And the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, all that marrying, all that, women, popping their asses, shaking their booties and their titties, the Henny and the Plan B, all that shit coming to an end, man. And the voice of the bird, the sound of the millstone, the workers, and the light of the candle, man. Hey, the Lord is going to take it from them. The Lord is taking this, and the Lord, and you can see it. 140,000 jobs were lost in December. And they were all women. The majority of it was women. And a lot of Jake women losing their jobs, man. Hey, the Lord is not playing. The Lord is not playing. Okay. All right. Let me go here. This is I'm gonna close out on this scripture right here. Hey, because this thing's coming to an end, man. And hey, and the point to me reading that, all those scriptures was the point to come to here. This was my last scripture. This is Ecclesiastes 2, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Yes, sir. That's it. Because this is going to be hell. This ain't going to be an easy fight, even for the Israelites. We got to go through this shit too. We still going to be here. So when shit shut down, hey, we going to have to be heavy praying. We're going to have to be screaming, hollering to you, how about Shemi Al-Shai? We ain't going to scapegoat this thing easy. We going to have to go through it. Some going to get their head chopped off. Some of us going to be sent up to the synagogue. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be just an easy time for everybody. Everybody going to be laughing and joking because, hey, it's going to be a time when you going to get to laugh and joke. But, hey, it's going to be that time. It's going to be pure trouble, man. All right, so this is Ecclesiastes chapter 2. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. So you got to be patient. You got to be diligent. Okay, you got to be strong. You got to be sound. You got to have a sound mind, man. You got to have a sound heart. You got to be able to endure the heavy, hard shit. You got to be able to trash through this shit because it's going to be some shit. Okay, Lord said, make not haste in a time of trouble. Don't be rushing. Don't be, get with the Lord. Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. He going to move us, man, as we need to move. All right. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end, man. And this is our last end. We praying to be increased, man. What's that increase? It's the spiritual power, man. That spiritual blessing, man. To get our bodies, man. To get back to who we really are. All right. So all you brothers out there, take your hand off the plow. In and out of a camp. Come to camp 1 week. Don't come the next week. Hey, you better figure your shit out because you don't know how long you got. And the Lord don't hold his hand out but for so long. And when that door closes, it's over. All right. Can't be coming looking for no salvation because you already had salvation, but you chose to swipe it away. That's on you. All right. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. So whatever hell you going through, whatever trouble you going through, always take it cheerfully. It hurts. It's hard. It's rough. It's fucked up. But you got to always remember, just like Job, go back to Job. He had to take that shit. You got to eat it. This is our sacrifice. All right. Hey, we made this covenant with Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai. It's an everlasting covenant. This is a covenant that can't be broken. So we had to pay through the bloodshed for our fuck ups, man. For the shit that we did wrong, how we went wrong. So, but now we coming back into the graces of the Lord. So we got to stay strong. Hey, what the Lord says, set thy heart aright, man. Get your mind right, bro. Set your shit on point. Be ready for whatever's coming, man. Lord said, and consistently endure. All right, that's verse 2. Consistently endure, man. Endure these things, these hardships. Scoffers, okay? Money, job, your women, whatever it is, man. Everything, yourself. You got to endure this shit. All right? So So verse 4, whatsoever is bought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. And that's what we are, man. We're in the lowest state. It's all about patience. What are we patient for? Yahweh Shem shall return. So Yahweh shall get the blessing, so we can get the blessing with him. All right. For gold is tried in fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay. For gold is tried in fire. And what Lord said, ye are more precious than fine gold, even the golden wedge of Ophir. And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, man. Believe in him. Who is the him? Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Okay. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. Wait for his mercy. Don't go running over to Israel to find his mercy, you know, because this is about to be some shit pop off over there, because they over there dropping the bombs over in Syria and Iran ready to go and just don't go and start rocking with their ass. So, hey, the Lord ain't, the Valley of Jehoshaphat about to happen. Okay. So, hey, it's a lot of shit coming. So we just gotta, you know, hey, be patient. Be patient. Hey, though it tarry, wait, because it shall not tarry. Because when it happens, it's shit gonna happen like a sack a ton of bricks, man. All right, it's gonna happen like a ton of bricks, man. You know, so we gotta be on point. We gotta wait. We gotta be set our minds right. Set your way straight. Set your way right. You gotta be. And how do you do that? Through studying. Study, make thyself approved. Hey, man, watch the apostles, the elders, the videos, the brothers. Watch the brothers' videos. Keep studying. Keep researching. Keep your mind straight, man. How do you get your mind right, man? Hey, set thy heart aright. Set their heart aright, man. Set your mind right. Get right. How you get right? You get in these scriptures. You get in the truth. You're with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right. You learn the proper doctrine. Okay. And you have patience and you wait. Okay. Verse 7. Ye that fear, if you fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, wait for his mercy. What's his mercy? The righteous will scarcely be saved. So when the shit hits the fan, we're going to be saved. So we wait for his mercy and go not aside. Don't go everywhere else. Don't be looking here, looking there. Look, oh, we got to get over to Israel. We got to get over to here. We got to go. No, man, you got to wait on the Lord, brother. Because it's no matter what you do, the Lord kill you or do whatever he want with you whenever he want. Ain't nowhere you can't escape the hand of the Lord. All right. We read that again. Ye that fear the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, wait for his mercy and go not aside, lest ye fall. Fall off into temptation. Take the microchip. Okay. The RFID chip. All right. The what is it called? The NRFA chip or whatever it's called. But over here on this side is the RFID. That microchip in your hand, in your ass, wherever you take it, your leg, your thigh, your forehead. Don't take it. It ain't meant to go in your body. Okay. Hey, so how you gonna fall? That's how you gonna fall off in temptation, man. Okay. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Okay. And that's what we believe. What's our reward? Is getting our spiritual bodies and becoming the gods of this earth, the guards of the galaxy, the masters of the universe. What you want? You want to be the master of the universe, man, under Yahushua, the Alpha and the Omega. Okay. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good. What's the good? Is that Yahushua come back to save us. That everything we studied and done, we get back. And for everlasting joy and mercy, man. Okay. Verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord? King David, King Solomon, and so forth and so on. And was confounded? Was any of them ever confused or left like, what the fuck? What do we do now? Oh, nobody was left confounded, man. Stuck. He don't leave you stuck. For did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? He don't despise nobody that calls upon him. That because they're all his. We are his. My sheep hear my voice, man. And when I call, they come running. We come running to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. We come to him faithfully. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering. Shit takes a minute, man. And very pitiful, and forgiving of sin, and forgiveth sins unto Yashala, the 144,000, and saveth in the time of affliction. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead on and end it there. Hey, man. Hey, with that said, Barak Yahweh, Barak Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Shai. Hey, keep pushing, keep striving, man. We almost out of here. Hey, man, this time is coming. It's very heavy. You know, hey, set your mind right, man. Be ready, man, for anything. Be ready for everything. All right. Be ready for any and everything at any point in time, man. You know, keep praying, keep pushing, man. We almost out of here. Call on Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua by Hashem Kakwadash. Okay. Double honors to the Apostle Elders Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace, salutation to all you occupant four corners of the earth. Hey, I'm Yaquab from YSO, Yahushua Sanctified Ones. Hey, man. Get ready, brothers. Get ready. Shalom. Kwam Wafa Bob. Kwam Salaki. And Wa Baba Ball and Kwam Yashala. Kwam Bawah Dawada. Shalom.